This is the chapter 16 summary and discussion of To Kill a Mockingbird. All right, so the trial begins the next day, and the people from all over are coming to Maycomb to see the trial. Once most of the crowd has entered the courthouse, Jim, Scout, and Dill, they slip in at the back so Atticus won't notice them. They are only able to get seats with Reverend Sykes, which is going to be Calpurnia's preacher from First Purchase, and he lets them sit in the balcony where Black people are forced to sit and watch the trial. And then we have Judge Taylor, who is presiding over the trial, and he has a reputation for running a strict courtroom in an informal manner. So Judge Taylor just kind of does what he wants on his terms. And so I want to break down some of the important moments in chapter 16. And so it's interesting that people are coming from all over to watch this trial. So first off, if you're in this book, I want you to turn to page 214. And on the second paragraph here, it says, it was a gala occasion. Now that should stand out to you because what is going on here? It is a trial for a man's life. And so when we think about how it was a gala occasion, what do you associate with the word gala? You've heard of probably gala as in a party, the Met Gala. It's basically like a big party and an event. And so if this was a gala occasion, there was no room at the public hitching rail for another animal. Mules and wagons were parked under every available tree. The courthouse square was covered with picnic parties sitting on newspapers, washing down biscuit and syrup with warm milk from fruit jars. Some people were gnawing on cold chicken and cold fried pork chops. The more affluent chased their food with drugstore Coca-Cola and bulb-shaped soda glasses. Greasy-faced children popped the whip through the crowd, and babies lunched at their mother's breast. All right, so here, it just makes it sound like people are coming around to watch to be entertained, which is kind of sickening because this is a man's life we're talking about. Harper Lee is making it sound like it's a party. And a lot of authors, when they are writing, they're trying to make a political statement. And so this is Harper Lee's political statement to everybody in 1960. Like those of you who think that it's entertaining for somebody to be on trial for their life, that is sick. And so when we think about this, we need to question ourselves because we kind of do the same thing in our society. I'm totally guilty of it. Think about reality television. Do you watch reality television? And if you don't, then just think about the context of reality TV anyway. But we've literally watched reality television and people destroy their lives on TV. Think about the Hunger Games and people watching these kids participate in the Hunger Games and kill each other. It's sickening. And so Suzanne Collins in the Hunger Games, she was basically commenting on us as a society and what we think about reality TV. I mean, I'm so guilty of it. I love watching reality TV. And when people cry on reality TV, it's just really sad. But here we are watching it again. And so people from all over come in to watch Tom Robinson's trial. And it's just really sickening. And so Harper Lee is saying we need to pay attention to what we're doing as a society and support one another and not find it entertaining. So think about that in the context of chapter 16. And then we'll talk about chapter 17 next, where the trial begins. And the trial gets very heated. And also I want you to think about the structure of the courtroom. So you've got the lower floor, and then you've got the balcony, and then Scout and Jim and Dill are actually sitting upstairs with Reverend Sykes where the Black people are in the balcony. And so it's interesting to see how the white community has basically shunned Atticus, Scout, and Dill. Jim, Scout, and Dill, and how the Black community has accepted them regardless of their skin color. And so that's another interesting concept. And they're children, for crying out loud. Like children, and Scout is innocent. She doesn't know what's going on. She doesn't recognize that all of these people are starting to shun her, but Jim is slowly starting to see how rude and unkind people are. All right, let me know if you have any questions.